that's a great win. It's hard to do. Proud of those guys. Two great friends.
Like to lead us off.
Mike, Lynn had a big game, obviously, but only 2 guys in double figures.
Yeah.
A lot of contributions from everybody.
Yeah, we were not clicking on all cylinders. Needless to say, Tyler struggled from the field. Hunter was good. He wasn't great. We missed some shots in the first half that, I think we typically get down, but we thought we had a real advantage in the post, David. And Lynn Kidd, 14 of 15. That's pretty good. 31 on the night. How many rebounds do you have, David? 31 and 11. That'll help you win a lot of ball games. So good for them. Good to see MJ Collins put together a good ball game after being nicked up a little bit. And we need that punch from him and others.
To have 23 assists on 32 made baskets, only 7 turnovers, 11 assists from Brandon. Without Sean, what does that say?
Brandon's fun to play with. The ball moves, doesn't stick. He knows that they know, his teammates know if they're open, they're going to get it. They know where their shots are going to come from. He doesn't pound the ball into the deck. That's what our team is supposed to look like. So, a really good day for him. He had a terrible turnover in transition, where the clock in the backcourt, I think it surprised him, and he threw a dying quail over the top that got picked off. Other than that, kid was sharp, picked his spots, made some very timely passes. Proud of Brandon Rechsteiner. Good basketball game.
You got Pat Wessler some early minutes in this game in the first half. What do you think of his play?
I thought he played well. He's practiced well. We thought we were going to need, the 3 of them. Those guys really run in transition, those fives. I thought Patrick, did a very nice job. Had a good run in the first half. Now, that took away a run from Elijah. So Elijah only had one, crack at it in the first half. Did well, but I was determined to play Patrick in the first. He did well with that, but that's why Elijah had 2. Runs at it in the second half, and then Patrick, I think, came in at about 3:45 for the rest of the game. But Patrick did very well, very well.
And then it's easy sometimes for some guys when obviously they're starters at the beginning of the season, and then start coming off the bench, guys like MJ Collins and Robbie Barron. But it seems like they've responded well. I know Collins 5 for 8 tonight, Barron 3 for 3 from the field. What have you liked from how those guys have responded to the shifting from starting lineup to
well? They conduct themselves as professionals. That's what a professional does. He doesn't stick his lip out and pout like a sissy. He comes back and he fights and he does everything he can to help the team, and those 2 guys have done that.
To follow up on Lynn Kidd, when you took him out of the portal from Clemson, is it because did you see eventually this higher ceiling for him, this much potential?
We liked him coming out of high school. We liked him. Good-looking young man, but he's a self-made man. Our coaches have done a great job working with him, but he's done the work. He's really serious. So you've heard me say it. He takes care of his body. He takes impeccable care of his body. He wants to be a great player. He wants to make a lot of money playing basketball. Many more performances like that, he'll make a whole lot of money. I'm proud of him. He has made himself into a really nice basketball player. A couple of those moves he had in the second half, like holy Toledo, that's high level stuff, and he's doing it with both hands, playing great.
Kevin had that kind of big jump. That was after he had a redshirt year and was practicing all season. Lynn's, had this kind of come out of nowhere season. What's that?
Lynn is more athletic than Kevin in some regards. Vertically, Lynn is better athletically, but as great a player as Kevon was, Lynn's his explosiveness around the charge circle to the basket are something to behold. He's got a really nice 15-foot jump shot. That's the one shot he missed tonight, but he's automatic from the foul line. Putting together a whale of a season for our team.
Was Sean's sprained foot, was that still bothering him today, I guess? Or?
Yeah, it wasn't altogether. What did we do? We played Vermont on Saturday. Is that right? We took Sunday off. Everything was good. Checked out on Monday, a little sore. He did something on Tuesday. Today's Thursday, right? He did something on Tuesday that scared him a little bit. He's fine. He's A-okay. But he thought, Hisham thought that if we could do it, I wasn't sure that we could, but that was what was best for him. And we decided to sit him. Let's be honest. Wake Forest, Florida State, Clemson, Miami, it all runs together from there. It's a lot more important to me than today. Thankful that we played well enough to win today.
Was that different? Did you just re-injure it, I guess, or is that different?
I didn't hear you.
So did Sean just re-injure his foot, or was it?
Yeah, it wasn't anything. He cut and it bothered him, but nothing out of the ordinary. It's not worse. It's getting better. You also look ahead. It was Vermont on Saturday. We don't have Wake Forest until 10 days about that. So you've got a chance to get it well now instead of managing that thing throughout the course of the year. So let's hope that he's 100% as we head down to Winston-Salem, and we think he will be.
Mike, when a guy like Lynn is shooting as well as he is, he's 71% on the year. What does it do for everybody else on the floor and the way that teams defend you?
Well, they're afraid to come get him because of so many shooters on the perimeter. He just opens up a lot of things. That's a luxury to have. Happiness, David, is having a post player you can throw the ball into it down there and expect good things to happen. An easy basket, a foul. He's doing it again. He's doing it night in, night out, and what a heck of a first third of the season he's had.
ACC plays right around the corner. You'll get to see your good friend Steve here soon. Where do you feel like you are? Is this kind of where you expected you guys would be heading in AC play? Do you like where you are? What is your evaluation?
I think we are in position to be in position.
Tim.
Mike, I know this isn't probably the way you wanted to necessarily get Brandon and Rex Steiner this extra experience with Patul being a little banged up.
Good question,
but
Tim.
How valuable do you think this is going to be for you guys going forward?
Yeah. Tell him all the time, his ability to guard the ball will determine how much he plays. He got touched up a couple of times in the first half by number 8. He's a little bit bigger and stronger, but that's the game. That's college basketball. It's going to be rare that he guards a person that's his size. He's a small kid, but he competes now. He comes right back in the second half and sits on that kid's right hand. And the kid had to turn his back, and Robbie Barron, got it out of there. Brandon Rex Steiner is a good basketball player. These last 3 games, Valpo, Vermont, and American, are what give you the opportunity to do things as we've done with him. To get him on the floor for extended minutes and grow, and he's done that.
And you guys have played, I think, what will be the strongest schedule, non-conference schedule this program has faced in the Ken Palm era.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, first time, at least coming in today, was top 100 coming into today. How much do you think that's prepared this team for ACC play?
Very much so. Very much so. The Iowa State win's not going away. The Boise State win's not going away. Those are 2 really good teams. Boise State hasn't lost. Butler beat them in Sunday down in Florida. They haven't lost since. Vermont, That's going to be a good one when it's all said and done. They went to Toledo last night and blew their doors off, and Toledo's really, really good. So, again, in position to be in position.
Plus those two teams, plus South Carolina and Auburn aren't exactly chopped liver.
No, Florida Atlantic is terrific. South Carolina's putting together a heck of a year. They beat Grand Canyon, who's really good. Lamont's doing a good job. Is that it?
As now that the non-conference is behind you, plus Louisville, as you dive back into ACC play for good, what do you like about this team, and what are you still hoping it gets better at?
We've come a long way, Mark. I was scared to death early on. I'll be very honest with you. We've made great strides defensively. We've made great strides in all of it. I think it speaks, Mark, to the era that we're living through. You know, when you consider Robbie and Mackay and Tyler, Brandon, Jaden, when you're trying to, you know, incorporate new people and timing's different, terminology's different, it takes a little time to get all of that up and running. Robbie Barron is coming into his own, is more comfortable, as is Mackay Long. You get this ultra shot in the arm from a Lynn kid. I think we're in really good shape right here. I'm looking forward to, you know, what the future brings for this team. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays. I wish you